Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy LA for Show 23 coming back to you today from the Throwback Shack. Happy New Year. This is my first video of the year. It's probably going to be, I don't really do a ton of videos, but I got inspired over the weekend. It's Martin Luther King weekend. I live in Michigan. Michigan just won the national championship, so that's crazy. Last night, the Lions' first playoff game in they said 32 years, something like that. Barry Sanders, Eminem, uh, everybody was in it. It was packed. They ended up winning. They beat the Rams, Stafford's old team, the Lions. It was crazy. It worked out. Anyway, so I'm motivated today. So I decided over this weekend I've been trying to put this video together. I've been wanting to shoot my Jordan collection. So I do a lot of stuff on this channel. It's Throwback Shack. I do all kinds of retro stuff. I'll show you around here in a second. It's quite a bit to see, but today I wanted to just go over. I got finally completed my Jordan collection 1 through 38, all dead stock. These are just ones that I don't ever plan on wearing. I wanted to keep as a complete set, so I've been working on this for a while, and I just wanted to have something to pass along, to my son one day. Just wanted to have. I always wanted to have the whole set. I got other shoes than that, but just wanted to have one whole complete set that was A1, good to go. So I want to show you that today, and then so first off, I'll just give you a quick little walk around. So I call it the Throwback Shack because I got a lot of retro, old school stuff. I'm into anything Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, anything from like any retro stuff, anything. I'm an 80s baby, so anything from the movies like Fast and Furious, like I said, Ghostbusters, stuff like that, all kinds of stuff. And then over here, it's got the video game area. So I keep a lot of nice visuals, just things to kind of encompass like what I've been collecting over the years and things I've been into. It's just been it's Terminator 2. So, but what we're going to talk about today is 1 through 20. Originally I started off wanting to get 1 through 23, but then I decided I might as well go ahead and just do the whole 1 through 38. And then now every year, all I got to do is just get one of the new models and just keep up with it like that. So, I started really heavy back in the day, but most recently I got inspired with the whole, when we were on COVID and then the quarantine thing, and then The Last Dance came out. That's kind of what made me want to go get my old Wheaties boxes back. Thank goodness for eBay, right? So what I'm going to do is basically just go through each model real quick, why I picked certain models, the later ones in the back. It's hard to find brand new stuff on eBay that's that old, so some of the stuff I had and some of the stuff I had to reach out and get. And this has kind of always been my inspiration right here. I just want to show you this. So this was at Nike Town in Chicago back when the Bulls won. I think it was like their 4th championship, and it was the first time I got to go there. And they used to have this in the wall. It was like on display. These were the Jordans they had in the brick wall in the Nike Town store. So I always wanted to strive to be able to collect stuff like that, like a full set like that. So I'm pretty happy with what I got to bring to you guys today. Anyway, so start off with the Jordan ones. These are the ones with the Nike the Air Jordan on the front, not the Nike Air ones, but I decided to just keep those ones dead stock. I don't really need to ever wear them. These are the most recent 2s. And yeah, real quick, I did go through also in this process, and I I wrapped up all the ones that I don't ever want to wear, just to keep them, as fresh as possible. That process just involved these little sleeves. It's like a little pouch. You seal up the sides with the sealing machine, and then just hit it with the heat gun, and it seals them up pretty good, like you see at like a lot of the consignment stores. They have them all on display. So that was the other thing that kind of provoked me. I wanted it. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but just having the time, and I'm busy with yard work and stuff in the summertime, so these cold winter days are nice. Threes, these are the 88 threes. These are the ones without the free throw line. So this was the first pair they came back out with back in like 2010, when they rebacked the Nike on the back, and they still had the Jordan on the bottom. I didn't get the most recent ones because I got a couple pairs of the older retros. But so this is actually this was my first back in 8th grade. This was like my first pair of Jordans, not this exact pair, but this model. I got for like $60 on a clearance rack, and when I came in 8th grade with those, people went crazy. So that's when I like really just wanted to start my sneaker kind of collection. Like, as you can see, I've been doing this since like high school. Those are my high school jerseys. That was like a little high school lineup I had. So like I said, this was like my old high school bedroom. Like, I was big into this like back in the day. This was when I had my first apartment. Anyway, so we'll continue on. So like the 3s and the 4s have always been my favorite. This shoe in particular, the Bread 4s, I'm excited for the leather one that's about to come out. And then we got the 5s, black toe 5s with the 23. These I got gifted as a birthday present for my 40th birthday. So these, I figured I'll just keep these iced out. And recently I did a trade for these at a SneakerCon in Detroit. The Hair 7s. These are the most recent playoff 8s. The 9s, people call them the Space Jam 9s, but these are just the 9s he had when he was retired. 45 on the side with the 10s, Chicago 10s. I got the other Chicago 10s that came out before that too. I decided to wrap up the new Cherry 12s just because I don't plan on ever wearing them. And it's just been so long since they've been released. I got the playoff 12s as well, dead stock, but yeah, I figured I'd probably never wear those, so I went ahead and wrapped those ones up. These are the Concords with the 45. I like this because I can pick these up and not have to worry about messing up the mesh now. This protection. Anybody drop in the comments, let me know. Do I need to ventilate these in some kind of way? I'm just curious because I've never done this before, so I wanted to know if I should ventilate these just to preserve them, or if they can stay sealed like that. I'm not sure. So then we go around to the 13s, the He Got Games. That's always a fan favorite. He Got Games. And a lot of the shoes that I collect too are shoes that I might have had them in the past, and they just bring up certain memories. Like, I remember when I had these when I was in high school, and the day I brought them to school, I used to like bring them in my backpack and then take them out and put them on in class. And I remember I slid into the back of a police car the day these came out the first time. So and I remember I took them back to the store, but I just got memories with a lot of these. So we come over to the 15s. The 15s was a pair that a lot of people would never buy or collect. They just don't like anything past 14. It seems like people tend to shy away from, but I always wanted to have the full set, so you gotta keep going. So there's some in here that I would have never bought, and I'll talk about that too. But so you got the 15s from the countdown pack. These are the 16s from the countdown pack. This is a shoe that's hard to put on with the shroud, so but yeah, dead stock. These were These are a highly sought after shoe. I feel like I think they're coming back out soon. The 17s, these come with the suitcase. I got the suitcase in the room over there. Those are hard to come by. The 18s, these are the originals. They come with the I don't have the brush, but I do have the towel it came with. But yeah, 18s. So this is the 19s that I went with. These 19s, I think they're like the SE model or something like that. They're not the one. There's another pair. They have a shroud that goes on, kind of like these have a shroud. This top part. This one comes with a shroud too. The other version, but I like this one the best. I just thought that one looked the best. It's navy blue patent leather. Then we got so after yeah, so that's 19. So this is the 20. I didn't really have any sentimental things with the 20 at all. I remember, Jordan was retired, so at that point I had kind of moved on. Like I knew I did want to get 1 through 23 done at some point, but these are the gray 21s. These ones are cool because they have pods you can switch out inside. You can take change the little hexalite or the zoom. You can switch it out with air and zoom. It's pretty neat. These are the 22s. So these are a PE 22, I guess. They got the chrome on the shank plate there. But I like this one the best, just out of the different colors. I thought this one was the one that kind of drew to me, so that's the one I sought after. 23s. I remember when I got 2 pair of these from Puffer Reds in Ypsilanti here. I live in Michigan, like I said, in Ypsi. They have a store called Puffer Reds, and I remember I bought 2 of these, and then the next week the black pair came out, and I took them back and got the black pair, so I got 1 of each. But this is the one I wanted to keep this stock. Then, so this row right here is the forgotten shoes. I feel like originally, like I said, I wanted 1 through 23, and then I was going to be done. But then they started coming out with 30, 31, 32, 33, and they were kind of resembling things from the 1s, 2s, and 3s. So I thought that was neat. So I started off with getting the 32s, and then I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this while I was during COVID stuff and when I was quarantining and everything, I just went back on eBay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the ones that I skipped, because I remember when these came out, the 2009s. I remember when these came out, and I was like, I don't even care anymore. I mean, Jordan's retired. Blah. I got 1 through 23. I'm all set. Well, this was the colorway that I saw that I wanted to pick up, since I wanted to complete the set. So that's the 2009. This is the 2010. This is the D Wade shoe when he was with Jordan Brand. He had like a black, it was like black, and they had a black circle, I think, right here. But yeah, these are the D Wades. So I would have never got those. These are actually dope though. These are 2011s. I like that that fingerprint. 2011. So these are the 2012s that I went with. These ones are sweet. I think these are called the Year of the Dragon. And these are awesome because you can take this whole booty out. The whole inner liner comes out, and then you can replace it and have like a lower top setup, and you can change this out. There's 3 different insoles. So this one's pretty sweet, actually. So I actually didn't mind having to buy this one. But some of these, there's a couple of these I might have skipped, but for the most part, so I'm gonna go over them. So that's 2009 through 2012. After that, they went back to the numbers. So then you got your 28s. So the 28s I went with these 28s because these are all I could find dead stock when I was trying to do this. And you might remember they had the 28s that zipped up, kind of like the old Gary Paytons. It was a whole big booty. It went up this high. And I did not like anything to do with those shoes. But I had a pair of these to play in. I got them in the other room. They're all beat up now. But I loved playing in these. So I went and found this. This was the only colorway I could find, which I thought it was kind of cool. And you switch the colors up. These newer performance style shoes, they are very comfortable to play basketball in. So you got the 28s. These are the 29s I went with that I could find. Nothing really to say. I do have the low top 29s that I play in, and they actually are pretty comfortable, nice and lightweight. 30s. I never tried on a 30. This was the one that had the little globe on the front. There's a red pair. I think Jumpman Bostic might have those. There's a red pair like this that are sweet, but they were pretty high in price, so I decided to just go with these 30s. Bottle's pretty sweet. Next we got, these are the Space Jam 31s. So this was when the 31 came out, it kind of mimicked the 1 a little bit. So these are the 31s, and this was like the Space Jam, like the zoom bag in there. It looks like it'd be pretty nice to play in these, but I never tried on a pair of these. So this was the 32. This was the Michigan U of M. Shout out to Wolverines for just picking up that national championship. That's awesome. It's like Michigan has never been so hype right now. It's crazy that they actually won. I wish my dad passed away in 2020, which is why 2020 was the worst year of my life. But we used to watch the Michigan and Lions games, and man, he would be so happy that with what's going on right now. I actually kept a message like log with him on Facebook on Messenger. Whenever anything cool happens, I always send it to him, just like I'm still able to communicate with him. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. So next, these are the 33s. These ones are the Chinese New Year 33s, and I thought these were sweet. Like you pull this elastic strap and it tightens the whole shoe. I thought that was pretty neat. I mean, I think it was gimmicky. I think people were having problems with these laces breaking, but yeah. So those are the 33s I got. 34s. These are the 34s. Shout out again to a lot of this. A lot of who inspired me was Jumpman Bostic. Jumpman Bostic, I appreciate you, bro. He really is the one that when I saw someone have a collection, man, I was really inspired. Like, he let me come check out his basement back at his old house, and I mean, it was, blown away. So then I knew, I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just keep on going and try to, complete the task that I wanted to complete. Like, everybody's like, they'll buy shoes and stuff just to be buying them. Like, I buy them because I either have like a personal tie to them, like these. Like this shoe I've had several times. I keep these ones dead style. These are the Airway Ups. Pippen and the Bulls used to wear these, but we had these when I was in 8th grade on my basketball team, and so I bought a couple pairs of those when they came out. But stuff like that, like I like to buy shoes because I actually like them, not because they're hype or whatever. Like, that was my whole goal with my set. So again, shout out to Jumpman Bostic for the inspiration to keep going. But anyway, I went to the release event for these, and he was there with Blake Griffin at a Foot Locker somewhere in Detroit. So that's kind of cool. I took my son there, and I wasn't able to get him there because they sold out, so I had to get him after the fact. But so those are the 34s that I got. 35s. These are the Bayou Boy 35. So when Zion got on Jordan Brand, this was a shoe that they put out, inspired by the Bayou Boys. It's kind of cool. They got, like, you can't see it, but it came with like seaweed, like these little stringy seaweed stuff that they put in there inside the shoe. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's the 35s that I went with. 36s. This was the first colorway to come out, and a lot of times when Jordan Brand, the black, white, and red shoe is a lot of times what is one of the first models that come out. So I went ahead and grabbed this one. I thought this one was pretty sweet. I also have the black and red version of this that looks like the infrared 6s. So I got those. I actually hoop in those, and they're actually really comfortable. So I do enjoy those. So these are the 37s that I went with. These are the Raptor 37s, kind of inspired by the Raptor 7s, obviously. So I figured, I heard these were kind of unstable to play in, so I didn't even bother. I just, like I said, I just went with ones that I thought looked pretty good, and that's why I went with that one. And then lastly, most recent, the 38s. I want to get a low top pair of these to hoop in, because I feel like these would be pretty good. I heard there's some little bit of issue with the sole kind of separating a little bit, but and speaking of sole separation, a lot of times these older shoes, particularly like something like this, for instance, over time it's gonna fall apart. And that's the one thing I had to come to terms with when collecting these shoes, is over time it's gonna dwindle away. So if you're either gonna wear them, wear them. If not, I might as well try to preserve the ones to keep a complete set. So that's my full set there. And here's like a little one-off shoe that a lot of people probably don't have in their Jordan collection. Because I also collect other shoes. There's your boy Penny. There's the Penny 6s, the foam posits. These are the Air Flight 1s. So Jordan actually wore these, if you didn't know. Jordan actually wore these one time. It was a game versus Orlando Magic, and something happened with his shoes. I can't remember if somebody stole his shoes or actually there's the one time that someone stole his jersey and he had to be number 12. So there's that guy, Jordan number 12, because someone stole his jersey. But I can't remember why. Oh no, it was because his shoes, I think he was wearing these, and they didn't match the color blocking or something with the team, so he had to wear some different shoes or something like that, something with the colorway of the shoe. So he borrowed Pennies, and he hooped in these. There's some basketball cards with him hooping in these, and so I always wanted to make sure I picked those up. Yeah, so that's pretty dope. A lot of Jordan collectors probably don't have that in their collection. And so, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it, man. That's my full set, man. I've been working a long time. It took me a while to get all these things wrapped up like this, man. So, hope you guys can see them all okay. Hopefully, I know I'm rambling and everything, but man, I'm just excited to be able to finally shoot this video, put it all together. You know, one day my son will be able to reference this. I'd like to have this on file too for insurance purposes anyway. You know, if there's ever like anything happens catastrophic over here, tornado, fire, flood, or anything like that, like to be able to have it all documented and everything. So that's my 1 through 38. And quick little consolation, show you guys the panic room. Alright, so this is the rest of the sneaker room. So it's a little out of sorts right now because obviously I had to take all them shoes out of the boxes. So this is usually where 1 through 23 sit. This is my 1 through 23 IKEA wall. And then over here it's got the rest. It's all the Penny Hardaways. Like I said, I collect all the Penny Hardaways. And then this is what I'm into, man. 80 stuff. That's it, man. This is Throwback Shack. So, appreciate you guys coming through. I know I ramble a lot, but like I said, I know I had a lot I wanted to go over. I think I pretty much touched on everything. So it's your boy, LA for Show 23. My name is Logan. Welcome to the Throwback Shack. If you've never been, appreciate you stopping by. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I'm only like a couple hundred away from 1,000 subscribers. That'd be pretty cool if I could hit 1,000 somehow. And you can follow me on Instagram, LA4 SHO23. That's my Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, that's cool too. Thanks for watching. Peace.